Hello, welcome. Hi, I'm Stacey Hughes and I am a LinkedIn ads coach. And I am here to give you a crash course on using LinkedIn ads to grow your business. So the main aim of my presentation today is to show you that you can use LinkedIn ads to find new leads, find your ideal customer, and convert those leads into sales. And I want to show you the power of LinkedIn and that you can find your quality leads on this platform. Now, I just want to get your permission that even if LinkedIn is not your place, like right now you might be using Facebook and Instagram, I just want you to embrace this presentation with an open mind. A lot of the things I'm going to be talking about can be used on Facebook and Facebook and Instagram as well, or Pinterest or TikTok. But today I'm just going to be talking about LinkedIn. But think about it in terms of your business, and you may be able to see opportunities that you hadn't seen before where you could use LinkedIn as part of your marketing strategy. So I hope that's okay with you if you just embrace this with an open mind. About me, I'm a digital ad specialist. I've mainly been working with Facebook and Instagram over the last few years, but now I'm been embracing the LinkedIn space, and I'm finding there is a lot of opportunities for myself and my clients. Facebook and Instagram are more social platforms, where I find LinkedIn, there's more business opportunities there. So even if you're not, maybe you are business to business, but if you are business to consumer as well, you might find that your consumers are now spending more time on LinkedIn than they ever have before. So, yeah. Who is LinkedIn ads best for? So I always say if your ideal customer is using the platform, then that is where you should be advertising as well. But you also should be doing your organic content strategy on LinkedIn first. And I always recommend that you test out your content organically before you delve into ads. But just think about, and I know LinkedIn is great for targeting lots of occupations. Because everybody puts their updated job title on LinkedIn. So all of that information is current. So you can really target those types of people. But think about it in terms of a divorce lawyer. So they're going to be really hard to target their people. So another way you can look at it is if you create video content around attracting your ideal customer, and then you can target or retarget those people that watched your video. So that's the power of LinkedIn as well. And maybe a lot of your people are spending more time on this platform, and the only way you're going to know is if you experiment. So firstly, as part of my crash course today, you need to be set up for success. So you do need to have a company page. If you are a solopreneur and you don't have a company page, you will need to set one up to run ads. It unlocks a lot more features by having a company page set up. And I can show you how to set up your ads manager. And install a LinkedIn Insight tag. So that is like your pixel. You get a bit of code and you put it on your website, and it tracks what people do, and so it tracks conversion, that they went to your website, that type of thing. So it's really good to get set up correctly the first time. So there is a few steps involved, so I'm not going to go through all of those today, but I am going to give you free access to my Setup for Success module on my online course. So at the end, I'll give you a link, and you can get I'll collect your email address, and I'll give you instant access to those videos on how to set all of those up, as well as I have action cards, which has screenshots on how to do all of those steps as well. So it's great to get set up correctly right the first time. I'm sure there's lots of people here that have had problems with their Facebook Business Manager in the past. So just make sure you get set up correctly with LinkedIn right the first time. Now, what makes a great LinkedIn campaign is your MO. So I'm going to talk about all of these things. These can be applied to all platforms, but I'm going to talk about them in terms of LinkedIn ads today. But yeah, you can apply these fundamentals to any platform that you want to advertise on. So we're going to talk about audiences, your messaging, your marketing, and your offer. So your MO. In my opinion, these 4 things make a great paid ads campaign. And as we heard from Sharon on Friday, that if you want to buy traffic, you've got to have paid ads in your marketing strategy. So audiences. So on LinkedIn, you can target by job description, company size. There's many ways you can, there's literally hundreds of ways you can target your people on LinkedIn. Another great thing that LinkedIn has is templates for different types of professionals. So I would recommend experimenting with this. So there's one, for example, called small business owners. So members who are small businesses based on their position and the size of the company that they are affiliated with. But there's there's 26 other templates that LinkedIn have created. So there's new to the job market, mortgage professionals, medical doctors. I've just given a small sample here. But that is a great one to go and have a look at because there may be something there that, that is who your ideal customer is. Now, you can also do a lookalike of your customer database. This is really powerful as well. So if you have a database of over 1,000 people on it, you can upload that database into LinkedIn and then create a lookalike database of those people. So yeah, that's a really effective one as well if you didn't want to use targeting, but you want to experiment with a lookalike audience. Now, this is for people, where maybe both of those examples didn't apply to you. You didn't, there's nothing in the targeting that would work for you, and you don't have a customer database of 1,000 people or more. My advice would be to create video content, really targeting those people that you want to attract. Post it. You can experiment by posting it on your personal profile on LinkedIn to see who engages with it. But in terms of building up your audiences, you would need to post it on your company page. So creating that content, it can be long form, short form. You might do a LinkedIn Live interview, and then the people who you can retarget the people who watched a percentage of that as well. So there's lots of different percentage segments you can choose, but it's a great way to build up your audience to then, create that audience of people that you want to then send another ad to. So that's just some examples around audiences. Now, messaging. With your messaging, you can test your message on LinkedIn if your personal profile. I do recommend organically doing this. You don't have to post daily, but you do need to be consistent on the platform to get some sort of momentum and traction. Like all the social media platforms, it's all the same. And you just need to work this out by creating a system, getting your VA to assist you with this as well. But I would recommend posting different types of formats. So post to carousel, post some videos, post some images. So think about your content pillars, what you stand for, and create content around those things and test what people respond to. And this is going to help with your ad copy as well. Marketing. So this is a way to really amplify your ads results, and that is by what other activities could you be doing on the platform to really showcase your offer. So LinkedIn Lives are great, where you could interview someone. So you could interview past customers or potential customers. You can do a LinkedIn Live style interview and really get some great content happening there. There's a new feature on LinkedIn called LinkedIn Audio. It's like Clubhouse. I did one last week with another LinkedIn coach, and we had 10 people on our audio, and the link. Kate Merriweather, she presented about LinkedIn. I presented about LinkedIn ads. We talked for about 10, we interviewed each other. And then after that, people were able to raise their hand and come on and ask us questions. So we had about 10 people engage with us. And the types of questions people ask me, then, that becomes content that I can, create content for on LinkedIn and then turn that into ads as well. So have a reach out strategy. So, find your ideal customers, other people that you maybe want to work with. And if they're creating content on LinkedIn, make sure you comment on their posts. And then, when people reply on your comments, you want to reply, when people respond on your content, you want to reply to their comments as well. All of these activities just help amplify your ads. It just helps you come up with the copy and the creative that you're going to use for your ads. Now, your offer. So you want to test that this is something that people really want. So I see people, this is the way that they want to use ads. They want to use ads to test out what their offer is. So, I would recommend organically testing your offer first before you put it on ads. And so an irresistible offer. I got this out of the Alex Mosey book. It is your desired outcome plus scarcity plus bonuses plus a guarantee creates that irresistible offer. So with your ads campaign, you want that irresistible offer, because oftentimes when ads aren't working, it may come down to what you're actually offering. So you want it to be something that people want. So you can test this with your lead magnet. You can test this with your event, with your webinar, or with your offer. So you want to make sure it is something that people actually want. Now, budget, I always get asked this, what type of budget should I use for my ads? And the minimum is $10 a day on LinkedIn. So you want to think about, what budget you have and how you want to spend it. I'm going to give an example of an ads funnel strategy and then what budget you could allocate for that. So you want to think about, creating those video ads to show how much you want to spend and attract those right people in the top of funnel, so the cold people. So an example of that would be spending $40 on your top of funnel ads and then using another $400 to retarget anyone who's interacted with those ads. And then at the bottom, we might spend $1,200 inviting all of those people who've interacted with any of those ads, inviting them to download our lead magnet. So anything to do with budget needs to be tested and then worked out. Is that relevant? Is that going to be worth spending the money to get that sale? So does that lead then, become a customer, and what is that worth to you? Finally, you just need to start your ads. You need to do them and test and measure. I mean, there's really no other way. There's lots of benchmarks, and I can give you examples of benchmarks, but really you just need to start and test and measure. So, if you've got events coming up, you want to run an event, a webinar, you want to test that as an event and see how many people sign up to that. So to recap, you want to firstly make sure you're set up for success. You want to think about your audience. So set up for success. So here I'm going to give you my access to my module on how to get set up for success. So here's your name, just go to staceyhughes.co/BBP. We'll drop the link in and we'll give you access to that. We are going to, so then the next step is your audiences. So working out who you want to target, or all the other different ways that you want to set up your audiences to experiment with. and we want to test your message. You want to test your marketing and making sure that you're doing lots of other activities organically on the platform, that helps with your ads performance and your offer. So making sure that it is something that people actually want to buy. So the best way is for you as the business owner to be involved in the strategy. So many times I see business owners where they just, hire a third party and, get them to do the ads, but you do need to be involved. You need to understand a bit how it all works to come up with your strategy, your messaging, your offer, and that's what really makes a powerful LinkedIn ads campaign. So I hope that you've learnt a bit from my session today, and just I really want you to embrace the opportunity that you might find on this platform, and I'd love to hear how you go with it. So connect with me on LinkedIn, Stacey Hughes, and send me a DM if you have any problems with anything with the Set Up for Success module, and I would love to help you out. Any questions?